To recreate this style, I'll be needing my pattern paper, my fabric. I'll be using this very beautiful Duchess fabric, and to start making the cowl neck, as usual, I'll be marking out my starting point, and from that point I'll be placing every other measurement. So I'm going to start by drafting a basic bodice, and I'll be marking my chest line, my bust point, my under bust point, my waistline, and the full length of this top. And I'll be drawing a line across those points and label them. The next thing I'll be doing after that is to mark my shoulder measurement divided by 2, and I'll also be marking my shoulder measurement divided by 2 on my chest line as well, just so I have a straight line coming from the chest. I'm just going to ruffle in a armhole curve there because I will not be using the up part of this pattern. Then the next thing I'll be doing is to be placing my horizontal measurements. I placed my bust round divided by 4 on the bust line, and I added about 1.5 inch allowance. I placed my waist round divided by 4 on the waist point, added about 1.5 inch allowance, and I joined those points together up to the armhole area. So this is what I have. I'm also going to measure from the shoulder point down. I'm going to be coming back by 4 inches. Normally I'll come down by 5 inches, but because I'll still be joining a facing to that part, I decided to add that 1 inch just so that it serves as a joining allowance. So I went ahead to mark out the parts that I will not be needing, and I'll be cutting out this pattern. And this is what I have after cutting it out. I'm going to be slashing this pattern from the chest line, and I'm going to be adding pieces of pattern paper on that slashed area, and I'll be holding it down with my tape. Depending on how much you want the cowl neck to fall, you can widen the slashed parts. After attaching the extra pattern paper, I'm just going to extend the chest line point like so. After that, this is what I have. I'm just going to cut out the cowl neck parts of the pattern. After cutting it out, this is what I have. I'll be cutting it on my fabric, and I'll be cutting it on a fold. So I folded my fabric, placed my pattern, and went ahead to cut it out on a fold. After cutting it out, this is what I have, and I'm done for the front pattern. I'm going to go ahead to cut out the back pattern with the same pattern paper. For the back pattern, I'm just going to fold from the chest line point, and I will cut out the rest of the pattern on the fabric. And this is what I have for the front, and this is what I have for the back. I went ahead to cut out these pieces to use it as the facing, and this is the facing for the back, and this is the facing for the front part. So let's start sewing. The first thing I want to do is to place the facing of the front point over the front point, front side facing each other, and I'll be using these straps. I'll be placing it at the edge of the armhole, and I'll be pinning it down. After pinning it down, I'm going to also do it for the end of the armhole. Stitching across the armhole, the top part and the second armhole of this front piece with about half an inch. After doing that, this is what I have. I notched my edges, I flipped my front piece over, I folded my back piece in 2, and I placed my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2, which is 4, and I notched that area, and that's where the strap will be going in. I placed my back piece over the front one, placed the facing. My straps will be going in between the facing and the main bodice, but I'll be using 14 inches as the strap length. I went ahead to measure that out, placed my strap in between the facing and the main fabric. At that point I notched earlier and pinned that down. I did it for the 2 straps, measured it out, cut it short, placed it in between and my pins to hold it down. After pinning those straps, I'm going to take it to my machine now, and I will be stitching about half an inch round like so, and I'll be flipping that over. After doing that, this is what I have. I took out my pins, notched the areas, cut out the excesses, and when I flipped it over, this is what it's looking like. As you can see, our cowl neck top is coming out nice. The next thing I'll be doing is to use this hemming gun to hold down the facing to the main fabric, hemming the down of the fabric and joining the side. And after doing that, this is what I have. As you can see, our top came out fine. If you're going to be trying out this tutorial, or if this tutorial helped you, let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.